Yeah, it's a
No,
joke.
you're talking. Talk.
All right. Hey. Wow. Louder. Well, it's a new venue, so
Yeah.
it's like we have to.
Exactly. Well, it's listen, we're talking about the maximum level
Yeah.
of acoustic power.
Yeah.
It's going to be truly nauseating.
Some of these people might not know you
Right.
and what you want.
So what I want is for everyone to crack their knuckles at the same time.
It's a tradition
We have to
for
do
your
it.
knuckles.
Yeah, or else
Knuckles
the spell will
attend
be
PAX
broken.
too.
Yeah.
So we'll do 3, 2, 1, and then knuckle crack.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay, Eric, get your
Okay.
knuckles ready. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
See?
I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you, PAX.
Authentically nauseating. Truly disgusting pork pie.
I think there's a human over here. It's very hard to see.
In the shadows.
Hey there, guys. Hi. Hey, I've come to PAX for a couple of years now and tried to attend
So
all
have
the
we.
Q&As.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is that in every kind of Q&A, all these panels, people are always asking for essentially more of you guys. They want like more sketches, more behind-the-scenes stuff. We now have documentaries. And every time we basically come to you guys asking for more of you. And my question to you is, how do you guys balance our incessant demands for more of your time, more of your life, against the fact you want to live your own lives?
Well, here, hold on. So there's a problem with the metaphor. And I'll manage that right now. I'll deal with it dialectically. Because the implication is that you are constantly making requests of us and not giving us anything, and that's not true. What we give you is a reflection of what you give us. So, to that extent, I think we're even.
Fair enough.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're even, Steven. Would I be able to speak on this stage if you were not there? No. Or I could, but it would be really weird. I would have to sneak in the middle of the night, and I would be dragged to prison. But you have to understand, I saw Jack White of the White Stripes on this stage. I came here with my wife, Brenna, who was wearing a shirt that said, "I love Jack White," which was weird. That was weird, but it happened. But I never thought that I would be able to stand on here, and that's something you gave me, so thank you. Thank you. Do you have anything incredible you'd like to say?
No, I think you pretty much covered it.
Thank you.
Are we good?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey there.
How you guys doing?
So good.
Pretty good.
Cool.
All right, let's go over here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
First of all, there's not really much I can say that you guys have already heard like a million times, but I've been reading your guys' comics since 2007, and
It was actually good then. So you got in at the right time, brother.
and I want to thank you for your guys' comic because it really helps bring make time move faster, make the weeks go by.
Chronomancy.
So
That's what we offer.
So I got a couple of questions for you.
This is the perfect opportunity.
My first. So, have you ever written a strip where you think the idea is really great at the time, and then later on you kind of regret it?
Never.
That's not true.
Gold every time. Every time! I can vouch for the writing. Let me say that. No, I mean, same page, honesty time. I mean,
Even in the worst strips, the art is always incredible. I never regret that.
absolutely.
Yeah, we regret comics all the time.
But luckily, we have three opportunities a week to make you forget those comics. Right? It's just polite. We don't speak of them. They're the creatures in the basement.
Yeah, I mean, some comics, they seem really funny the day you write them, you know. and then the next day you go to look at it and you're like, really? Did we write that yesterday? Did we laugh at that?
Yeah, but we think of the people who made those comics as someone else.
And we're angry at them. Why did you make this dumb comic?
Ugh, this is vile. And also, we have some plausible deniability internally. Like, no one's really responsible.
That was your joke. I just drew it.
Right? So, as you can see, it does happen, and we have many systems for managing it internally.
Okay. My last question is, do you guys want some delicious weapons?
Delicious weapons?
Yeah.
Is that a term we use for weapons?
You're going to get tackled by about 20 enforcers.
I have these for you guys.
Oh, they look like it's chocolate.
Oh, chocolate's okay.
Yeah, you place it on our black altar.
Yeah.
It's a DeLucas bar. It's from TF2.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat that.
Yes, please set it here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, chocolate is always acceptable as tribute. Oh, nice. They're there for some cosplay activity. Scrumptious.
All right.
How's it going?
So good.
Excellent.
Well, listen, to be fair, that guy asked us how it's going, and we said pretty good. Not a lot has changed.
that was my mic check.
We do have chocolate.
And you were watching me the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
you would know if something bad had happened.
Yeah. So I just want to say that you guys are really big inspiration for me personally, just in my everyday life.
I'm really sorry I just gave you shit. Wow. You seem really cool too, man.
Step forward. I'm stepping forward now, so I'm a little bit closer. I mainly just wanted to ask. I'm 21, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life as far as where I want to go.
Neither did we. As a comfort to you.
Good.
We had no
That is a
fucking
comfort.
clue. You know what I was doing when I was 21?
Drugs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good guess.
Yeah. There was a pizza place that was a block away from my house, and I would order pizza from there. In fact, I once ate every meal from there. In a day, 3 times I ordered it, and the guy was super pissed. The last time he brought my food, he said, "Just don't call."
No, when we were 20, we would cook up a batch of Mano Mango Kool-Aid, get some potato chips, and then play Final Fantasy all day.
That sounds perfect. Yeah.
See, and that prepared us for our career.
And so what I really want to ask to you is, for the people here and I'm sure there are a lot of people who just don't know what to do with their lives, what would you recommend? Just what's your advice? Is it mix up whatever horrible concoction you mentioned and just play Final Fantasy? Because I can do that, but
Be a doctor. I don't know what, like.
Doctors make sick bank, son.
They do pretty good for themselves.
You want to get in on some of that. I don't think that David Jaffe's entirely wrong. I just think it takes a long time to figure out which of your thoughts constitute that voice, that constitute that actual ambitious
Because there's one
drive.
voice that's telling you to just eat chips and play Final Fantasy.
That is a voice.
That's not the voice.
But it does constitute a voice.
It's a very loud voice.
It's a voice that you may choose to heed with great frequency.
But
Right?
there are other voices.
It took us a long time to realize that our hobby was actually something that we wanted to do. Like, it didn't occur to us that you could just devote yourself, really, literally throw your life away into a creative endeavor, and just sort of see what numbers come up on the dice. If you have that drive, we just assumed that the things we liked couldn't become our job, and that assumption is actually wrong. It's just wrong, and you don't have to believe that. You can believe the other thing, not the mango thing, but you can believe that too.
Good luck. Godspeed.
All right, hi. So mine's a little more linear than everybody else's questions so far. So, I believe a year ago, you had 3 comics. You had Sand, you had A New Kid, or The New Kid.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What happened?
We
and
haven't done...
some other high fantasy type comic.
Yeah.
You said that you were going to take the one that people like the best and turn it into something a little more fully fleshed.
Yeah.
That didn't... I'm just wondering what happened with that, because...
Yeah, what happened with that, Jerry? I am just as angry as he is. We are a united front. Why have you not written that story?
Well, no. So we meant to, but then Trevor's van broke down, and we had to do some stuff with the van, obviously, because it was broke down, like I said, and we forgot. But you have reminded us, so we will fix it. The one that people chose was the high-tech Wild West adventure.
They don't know it's high tech yet.
Shh.
Wow. Way to blow that. You want to tell them the rest of the story?
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll start working on it when we get back.
Hi, my name is Thomas. I've come from Dubai to be here.
Wow. Welcome aboard.
Question for Mike. You've mentioned several times in your comic that your wife, Kara, is a gamer. She plays Quake, Soul Calibur, WoW. I want to ask...
She's pretty sick at LOL, actually.
I'm sure. I wanted to ask you, Mike, did you get the last single gamer chick, or are there more out there?
I think you're in the right place, man.
Follow-up question, would ever any of those aforementioned single gamer chicks like to have lunch today? I'll be the guy. Juicy Cafe, level 2, I'll be the guy with the pink DS, okay? Thanks.
All right.
He's a handsome man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for commandeering our Q&A for your own love life.
Private dating
I
service.
hope it works out.
I'll hopefully be here next year, let you know.
Yeah, send me an email. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, or in prison. Either way. All right. Let's move on as quickly as possible.
I have a question for each of you.
Are they different questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Jerry, as a writer, do you feel like you have to like all of your characters, or are there some characters that appear in your strips or your other works that you actually don't like?
You know,
you hate some of the characters.
You know,
I can tell you 2 characters that he hates.
Okay, well, I'll let him do that, and then I'll answer your question.
He hates Div, because I'm always trying to use Div, and he hates Randy Pinkwood, which I don't know why, because he's an incredible character. He won't ever let me use Randy either.
Yes, and it was actually really hard for me to learn that for a long time, because you know, it's like as a writer, that sounds bad. As a person who writes text, occasionally it doesn't define me. You know, you get to the point where you're sort of creating these people. And it's like, do we have a responsibility to create only good people? No, because then the good people would have nothing to strive against, right? I mean, we have to, if you're actually trying to make a place, a whole place, that has a social ecology, you have to be mindful of that, of how entities interact. And they have to have different motivations. And some of those motivations, like trying to create those motivations, it feels weird, doesn't it? It feels wrong, right? But we have to do it. We don't have any choice. I wrote a story for the Mojang guys. I wrote a story for their game Scrolls that'll be coming out. And I had to make a real asshole. And that is not in my... I did not think I had that person in there, but he was there.
I believe it.
He
Not
was
that big a surprise, really.
Yeah, he was there, and he
Right at the surface, probably.
All right, I'm ready. I guess question 2. He has so much to share with us.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, Mike,
Yeah.
about, well, your art.
Okay. I'm uniquely qualified to answer this question.
My husband and I noticed that your characters are getting much more expressive.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
I was wondering what your goals were with that, because I've noticed that it gets more and more. Like, they're incredibly, amazingly expressive. I mean, sometimes it's the expressions they have on their faces that gets me laughing, and not even
more than the
what they're
text.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, sometimes a lot more than the text. Like, all I have to do is look at, like, Gabe's expression, and I just have to laugh.
Thank you.
And I was wondering, what are your goals, and have you met
That's my
your
goal.
goals? That's your goal.
Is
Okay.
to have
is
you
my goal.
laugh just by looking at it.
Yeah. If I can make a face just without the text, make you laugh, then yeah, that's absolutely my goal.
That's the win condition.
Yeah.
That's the end game, as they say.
No, I've been trying to work on that more. You know, I mean, I think that, you know, for a while there I was trying to work on hands because, you know, they weren't great. I feel like my hands are in a pretty good place now.
Above, north of the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah. And so, no, I've definitely moved on to trying to make expressions important. You know, I read through the script a couple times and I'm over at my desk.
Scowling.
Like trying to make the faces, like what is he thinking when he's saying this? What is his, you know, what is his emotion when he says this?
I see, and I know when he's doing it too, because I can look over, I can only see the top half of his head over the monitor, and I'll see him go. And then sometimes I'll see him come out to the side and then go.
Well, I have to know like what you look like when you hold nunchucks.
No, I mean you'll know the comic I'm talking about. Check this out. I mean, but I saw him literally do that in the middle of the room. Just.
I wanted him to be really.
Yeah, I know, and it worked.
douche.
It worked. It worked.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, that was very entertaining.
Hi, yeah. First I wanted to start by congratulating you that not once but twice now you've got, 5,000 plus people to check out your junk.
All a part of the plan.
And make it seem totally non-self-serving or, yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah. So I drove up.
That's my superpower.
We don't all get laser vision. Nice. Yeah. So I was driving up from Portland this morning, and there were some guys next to me. Yeah.
Maybe those guys.
Yeah. Good luck. Well, they were clearly not going to work. They were doing this sort of thing, doing the fist pump thing for the semi-trucks to get them to...
Nice.
Yeah, and I thought, these guys are going to PAX. But I had no way of confirming it. I've been working on Nerd Gang Sign.
Oh, now this might be valuable.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I was hoping that you could help us develop some Nerd Gang Sign. Let's see, I've got, this is Pi. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's kind of hot.
I like that one.
Yeah, and I've got the one from Big Trouble in Little China. And I'm done. I was wondering if we could, perhaps somebody out here or...
Crowdsource it?
Yeah. Come up with some sort of PAX nerd sign, gang sign for the rest of us, for the people.
When do we...
I hear your hands are in a good place, so maybe, next trip. flashes.
It's sort of like it's sort of like there's always that Fight Club aspect, especially like on Thursday or before the show. It's like you don't want to come up and be like, "Hey, I hear you. I hear the spirit within. I'm on your team." Because then not everybody wants to hear that from a stranger, right? But if we recognize that we have that aspect, and there's an easy way to show it. I mean, we need a better way than just warning someone off of the soup.
Yeah.
Right. We need another level of communication.
We'll think about it. And for PAX East, we'll have something ready.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Hey, Mr. Kuhulik and Mr. Hawkins. It's like my second pack, so it's...
You can call me Mike.
Okay.
If it's your second PAX.
Yeah. We've moved to the first name category.
Yeah, I remember when I first, started reading Penny Arcade like 12 years ago. It was so hard to like find any information about like you guys and what you're like. So, now we have the gift of like PATV and all those podcasts and the stream you just did, where I guess you had the microphone. So
that was fun. That was super fun.
Yeah. So it's always like so cool to get to know you guys. So I was wondering if you had any like cool stories from your personal lives recently that you could just share with us.
You want to be enriched. Holy shit. Because we're alive all the time.
Yeah, that covers a lot of ground. I changed a dirty diaper the other day.
My son made up a joke. You want to hear the joke?
Yeah, absolutely.
It says, what technology delivers breakfast?
What?
A universal cereal bus. Is that right? Did I raise him right or what?
He could take over.
He's ready to take up the mantle.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Well, what about Gabe's stuff on his Minecraft server? He's done a bunch of crazy stuff on there.
He's done a ton of crazy stuff in there, yeah. I mean, it's really interesting to... It's one thing to sort of look over your son's shoulder while he's playing a game like that and say, oh, he's making cool stuff. But now that it's a persistent server, when he's in bed, I can go in there and see what him and his friends have done.
This is like what our parents do. Is like they're checking in your room.
Yeah, so I'm like looking under his virtual bed, I guess.
You're going to find this pixelated pornography under the... Son, what are these pixels?
I went into the world one day and I hadn't been in there for a couple days. And the last I had saw his home, it was a pretty simple little, couple windows in the side of this cliff. And we went in, and I remember he had built like an aqueduct to divert water from inside the cave to make a waterfall in front of his house. And then I went in, and I was like, Gabe, how did you do this? And he taught me how to get, you have to get the water at the source in a bucket. I was like, this is a new level. Like, when I'm going in, and he's teaching me how to play the game, that was pretty special.
And we went back to his fountain, and now the fountain has a jet of water cascading out and a jet of lava cascading out. And then Scott was like, somebody stole my lava.
Yeah, we had to talk about virtual goods being just as real, not being able to steal from other people's chests.
Yeah, he received a profound education.
Yeah. No, and then he created like an obsidian farm so he could make a portal. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
Hi there. Before I ask my question, I wanted to start with an apology, not explicitly to you two, but your team in general. When you first unveiled the new site design, I may have written a fairly lengthy email criticizing several usability issues as I described them.
That's Erica's fault.
Yeah, we can both hate her.
I do want to apologize. My tone was regretful.
She probably deserved it. I wouldn't worry about it.
Don't worry. Listen, Erica is tough. She can take you. Okay?
I'm sure. My actual question is for you, Jerry, in a quick and odd phrased way. When writing, is it easier for you to start at the beginning or the end?
I usually start in the middle. Hope!
Well, he got you there.
What I do is, because a story is full of stuff, right? Sometimes I have some notes in another file, but generally speaking, I go in and I write the moments already. Okay.
No, I just got the impression this might...
I can ask you a question too, Mike, if you want one.
I got depression.
No, he's got it.
Here. So... I go in and I find the parts of it that I want to write the most. And those tend to be somewhere in the middle.
Oh.
And then I write with my full, like, okay, great. As much as I can, as well as I can, I write the parts that I really want to write, and then I just work
Holy
out
shit,
from
this is
those.
Cadbury chocolate.
Oh, hey, oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. You didn't poison us, did you? We'll know if you poisoned us.
Yeah, we'll die.
No? All right.
Are we good?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would believe him. Even if he poisoned us, he'd probably say no, right? All right, that was good.
Thanks.
Hi. So this is my first PAX.
Welcome.
First time. Thank you. So do I need to stick with the Mr. Hulkins and
No,
okay.
there's no official rule.
Okay. So I've been listening to the old podcasts, the downloadable content, as I drive to work, and
the ancient scrolls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's got a lot of great information there. Like you managed to coin Wiimote on day one.
Did I?
Yeah, on day one you came up with Wiimote. Knew that was what it's going to be
Oh,
called.
I feel good.
But I do have a lot of questions to ask because it goes back from 2006 to 2009.
Oh, sure. You need
and
to catch
obviously
up.
this is going to be very specific, and no one else goes. But I was wondering, do you, Mike, do you really dislike people who back into parking spaces?
Yes. That really bothers me.
That bothers you. Okay.
You have to understand, I'm crazy.
Well, yeah, but
Like, I actually take medicine to be less crazy.
right.
Well, but that one still, that makes it through the pill.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah.
It's like the overall altitude of the crazy kind of drops, and then there's these jutting spikes.
Right. Well, yeah, listening to the podcast because it plays backwards chronologically on the iPhone, you get like someone who's pretty normal and it gets crazier as the medication wear.
That's funny.
I'm gonna play this game when I get home. I'm gonna listen to it with that in mind.
Okay, yeah, I just want. Thank you very much.
No sweat. It is good.
I think it's showing off.
What?
Backing in. I'm sorry. All right.
So one of the hallmarks of PAX is how it always embraces the unembraced areas of gaming. But there's one area that
sounds
seems
so kinky. Like,
I know, right?
right? It does a little bit.
Well, there's one area that hasn't gotten any love.
Okay.
Pinball.
Still sounding kinky.
When is pinball going to be invited to PAX?
When is what?
Pinball.
Oh man, that would be the best. Oh man, out at East we had there was this amazing classic arcade society. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, I could not stay out of that place. Everything was on free play. There was a sequel to Missile Command. I didn't know that. Oh no, it was the best. I mean, I'd love to have pinball be big, and it seems like they're selling pinball machines at Best Buy now. Like, I think part of the problem is the fragility of some of those machines, in terms of just like a transport thing. Like, there's some complexities in getting them around. But I'll see what I can rustle up. I mean, I'm one of the people who thinks that pinball is really, really underappreciated as a form. Yeah, well, there is a pinball museum. You're not wrong. So if you're not from here, we do have a pinball museum here as well.
Well, there is also
maybe we should work something out with them. I'll give them a call.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yep.
Hola. Long-time reader, first-time attendee.
Thank you, sir.
Looking forward to it. I'm going to get right to it. I think there's a really pressing issue facing all of us today that you guys, I think, need to weigh in. And it's, who is the best pony?
The best pony?
The best pony.
Are you a brony?
I'm not going to confirm or deny any reports to that effect.
We're not bronies.
I only watched part of the first step. I know. I watched part of the first episode, and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, they say there are two types of people in this world: those who haven't seen My Little Pony and those who love My Little Pony.
It bangs off the hook. No, there's this crazy mythology where there's like this sun pony and there's a moon pony.
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. I'll fill in any gaps.
See,
Wow.
this happens. This happens where it's like, yeah, you know, I mean, I'm interested in it. I mean, I like the show. I'm not a brony, but I mean, I think it deals with some of the important themes of our time. And like this happened at San Diego. This guy was like, no, I'm not a brony, no. And then he proceeded to go episode by episode.
No, well, I mean, like, I am a crazy hardcore brony. I wrote brony stand
I wrote a pony here, motherfucker.
Yeah. I got a plushie on my shoulder here. It's a pear sprite.
Yeah. No, listen, I'll keep going, and then at East, I will know what my favorite pony is.
Okay.
All right.
It better be Twilight Sparkle. I swear to God.
Wow.
All right. I'll look into it. I'll figure it out.
All right. Hi there.
Hey there.
I'm from Finland.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. And so two things. First, in the spirit of giving everybody here the chance to experience 9-hour flights with oversized Americans next to them. When are we going to get a PAX Europe?
PAX Europe. Well, we're actually talking about another PAX. We have not decided on a location yet.
You're saying Finland?
I'm saying somewhere that is closer than 9 hours on a plane for me.
I think that there will be a PAX Europe at some point.
Yeah. Well,
where exactly, I don't know.
No, I mean, human beings ask us about this with great frequency. So
the second thing is that I have brought you some specialties from Finland.
Is it more candy?
It is candy. It is the official PAX candy.
What? Wow.
And it is Turkish pepper, which is best described as an acquired
No, hold on a
taste.
second. That looks like... Hold on.
Jerry, you need to eat some of this pepper.
Hold on. I think that's actually Tyrkisk Pieber.
Yes.
I think you might have left the other one at home.
Bring that up here. Let's put it in his craw.
So what I would like is you have a rock, paper, scissor match for who gets the cool PAX candy and who has to eat the Turkish pieber.
Let's do it right now.
I thought he was going to do rock. So he thought I was going to do paper, but I knew he knew that I knew that he was going to do... I won.
Somebody has to run this panel. You can't both eat candy. Here, go ahead.
Hello. Oh, hi.
Chewy and weird.
So I originally came up here with just one thing, but after something someone else said, I now have two things. Is that okay?
Sure.
Right,
We've got
okay,
plenty of
so-
candy. I mean, we'll be fine up here for a while.
So my first thing is to the guy who was looking for gamer chicks. Maybe call us ladies or women instead of chicks. Step one. Because yeah, even if I wasn't single, after that, no. Hey, if you're gonna call me a chick, I mean, right? All right, my
I don't even like
question
ladies.
is,
Can we upgrade you to Valkyries?
yes.
I don't even feel like because ladies is super freighted with baggage too.
Yeah, but at least it's not chicks. I'm like,
No, listen, everybody agrees chicks sucks. I'm saying let's take it up.
Can you taste the Suskit?
It tastes like salt. It's a salt candy. Anyway, please.
My actual question though is, what is the swear word for PAX?
Oh. Look at what you're eating.
Here, real quick, I just want to let everybody know. Here, we'll go. Maybe this will inspire us. Hold on a second. So it includes Salmakippa Puryameya. Oh, but it also has Salmiak Pepper Carameller. So that's good.
Balances out.
Pepper bulker. I don't know. Is there a pepper angle? I always come up with the swear word. Now you have to do in this.
No, it's your job. You're the writer.
I can't really argue with that.
It's gonna be hard to beat cum squat. I think that was my
cum
favorite.
squat is
That's
grade
so
A.
good.
Grade
So
A.
good.
Slit moist. Another classic.
Yes.
Please cover Gabe's ears. Let's see. Taco juggler.
I don't even know how that would work.
No, twat vomit was the first year.
Yeah. You've already done twat vomit.
Yeah. She's the official
I've been
keeper.
coming forever, and
She's
I
the
ask
official
every single
keeper.
year.
No, that's no.
Say it. Say it.
Because I mean, there's got to be an upper bound to this thing, right? I don't know. You try to sell it. Try to sell it to him. Oh, okay. What do we think
I'm ready to tweet.
of Clit Rascal?
I think we have a winner.
Where are we at?
So it's not quite twat vomit and cum squat. Those
It's
are
classy.
but it's good.
Well, yeah, this is one you can use with your parents are around.
I think on a scale of 0 to sauce, this is like, a good marinara.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Next time I'm going to work in Nest somehow. I think it's going to be really gross.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is not as good as that.
So I'll admit I was kind of coming up here to ask about ponies, so I had to.
Oh, shit. You guys should have worked this out on the My Little Pony forums.
He beat me. I had to come out with I got to have another question now to come up with something on the fly. Though Rainbow Dash will be your favorite pony.
Okay, Rainbow Dash, not Twilight Sparkle. Okay.
So in the last 30 seconds, what is the worst movie you have each ever seen from start to finish that you secretly liked?
Wow. Oh, and so you're saying it's a bad movie, but we liked it anyway?
Yes, but you knew it was bad. Like you felt in your heart, this is bad. I should not feel good about this.
Like the Star Wars prequel.
According to my wife, I like a lot of bad movies.
Man, a bad movie, but it's good. But it's bad.
I think all the movies I like are good. That's why I don't understand.
But it's like movies that you like that are not really good, and I'm always happy to tell you.
What do I like that's bad? I don't know.
Face Off.
What? That's an incredible movie.
Face Off is a perfect example.
He takes his face off. What are you talking about?
See, that gets back to the title of the film. It's foreshadowing.
I like great movies.
Here, can you tell me about a movie that I said, hey, watch this movie, and then you're like, what the?
You don't do that with movies so much. You give me bad books to read all the time.
Yeah, it's more with books.
You can do a book. A book's okay.
Well, here, go ahead. Go do the dragon one.
Well, I don't even remember what it was called. Dragon guy?
Jerrig.
He wanted me to read Jerrig, and I could not get through it.
You'd be better off reading Dragon Heat.
Dragon Heat?
It's a romance novel about dragons.
Guess that makes sense.
G'day. I'm here from Australia, which I believe is further than both Dubai and Finland.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I actually got a study grant to come here and study games in libraries. And
cool.
Yeah. And so I'm asking everyone here, not just you guys, although maybe afterwards for everyone else, cool stories about things that libraries are doing with games, anything at all, tabletop, electronic, anything cool that's happening with libraries and games. And I want to make sure everyone knows about National Gaming Day at your library, the 12th of November, second Saturday of every November, every year, which I'm hoping will be International Gaming Day at your library after I get home. So, cool stories about libraries and games, and what you think of the fact that, that libraries are now accepting games.
We've actually heard a couple cool stories about libraries that are running D&D now,
Yes.
where they actually have the books that you can check out, and they have space for you to go and play your game at the library.
Right. And they have librarians running the game.
Yeah.
Like during hours.
Yep.
But I mean, it's one of the things. Like I often talk to my wife Brenna about this. Like all the secondary skills that are involved in playing a game and learning a game are not gaming skills. They're actually just regular skills that are being put to a task that they don't even realize is work. I mean, when you think about how much you have to remember to play one night of Dungeons and Dragons, one night, every power, every capability, the interplays, what page these tables are on, this is literally a game where you trick people into research. that is actually what happens, where these kids are doing research. Right? And those skills, they absolutely apply. Like, my son knows 1 through 600 and something because of Pokemon, specifically. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, God, well, Daddy, what's past 100? I'm like, Pokedex. Let's talk about those crazy numbers past 100. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the 17 warring elements. And how we can... Okay, anyway, you get what I'm going.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come up and talk to me, I'm super friendly and very, very interested.
Only one tentacle. It's fine. Half a fang.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I speak? Oh. Hi, guys. My name is Jason. And... Yeah, nice. I don't think I should be standing here, but and I heard David.
Where else would you stand?
Oh, yeah.
You might as well stand there.
Yeah. But I was listening to David Jaffe talk right now. He was talking about his inner voice. I know exactly what he's talking about because I've had this for a long time, and I care deeply about this. So I thought about asking this request of you guys for like months, very seriously. But because of the gravity and severity of the request, I feel that I should tell you the background, a little background behind it. I really like Hollywood movies and scripts, but I'm very into the visuals and the story and how it teaches people, even though a word is never spoken. So I've been working on a script for a couple of years, and I'll work on it as long as I need to make it good. So I watch Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, and all The Dark Knight, and a lot of stuff that I like to try to figure out how to write a good script. So I actually wanted to become an actor just to learn how it works technically, but it was a scam, so I lost $1,000, and I still feel like shit about it. I'd rather tell all you guys and girls out here about it, but not my parents. I'm working on a story. It's about a retired admiral who wants to scour the galaxy to find his long-lost wife. But it's really kind of like Star Trek in a way, where they expose, I think that's the word, on social issues. I want to ask you to talk to Will Wheaton, to talk to Felicia Day. It's not what you think.
Is that really where this story ends?
I'm sorry. What? No. What? No. The reason why I want to ask Felicia Day specifically is because I've actually looked into what she said and the way she does things. It seems like she actually resists the establishment, and she actually acts on principle.
Yeah, you would have to ask her about that. I don't know her super well. Jerry combed her hair once.
Well, I brushed her hair.
But neither of us have any kind of sway over her.
Well, you could talk to Will Wheaton, and maybe he could.
Well, Will is going to be here at the show in Bandland.
Oh, today?
Yeah, Will will be there. You can approach him.
Okay.
Directly. I recommend you do.
You can cut out the cut.
Okay.
As a conservative, I'm sure you'd like to cut out the middlemen and let the market operate. So my recommendation would be to talk to another person.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be Will Wheaton.
Yeah. So I'm sorry?
No, just anybody.
Oh, yeah. But okay, I'll do that.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. And
no sweat.
Oh, and one last thing. Not all of us conservatives are crazy and are warmongers.
I know that.
I know, but I just gotta say that. And second, if when you look at the elections for 2012, seriously look into Ron Paul, but nobody else.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's his first. No one has ever done a presidential.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Did you enjoy watching a YouTube clip in real life?
Yep.
That's what we provide.
Yeah. So one of my
What was that?
That was just from my heart.
Oh.
Okay, how can I help you?
One of my questions was I saw an interesting bit of paper in the swag bag of Tycho holding a machine gun and
What?
Gabe in a boxing stand.
Yeah, we don't know what those are.
We don't comment on rumors.
Or speculation.
They actually announced it officially on the PAX
shit.
thread. On
What?
the PAX
Announced
tweet.
what? I don't even know.
Third Rain Slick Precipice
What?
of Darkness.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't heard anything about that, so.
Boy, wouldn't that be something?
I was just wondering why now after almost 4 years.
Because I decided that I was being a baby and I needed to get back on the horse.
Oh, well that works. All right, that works. Also, you roll for initiative in Rain Slick Precipice of Darkness, and at a really bad point in my life last year, your podcasts for Acquisitions Incorporated got me through it.
Thank you.
And I would actually like to help you guys roll for initiative for tomorrow. So I have some dice right here for you guys.
Do we have an encounter tomorrow?
Yes, you do.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, for
you mean for the game?
Yeah, for.
All right,
we're gonna get
jumped.
All right.
But I have some dice for you if I could bring those up for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I will play with these dice in tomorrow's game if you'd like.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Thanks, man. Leather pouch.
Very nice.
All the best. Hello, sir.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Mike and Jerry. Hi. I just want to first thank you so much for PAX.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you
Our pleasure.
so much. This is the best weekend of my year.
No sweat. It was really hard moving all this stuff and
We
getting
put up
everything.
all the
signs.
I know.
that was
You lift
hard.
with the legs, and that'll get the job done. So I'm really surprised no one's really talked about League of Legends yet, and how you guys are really into it. And that has made my year, because the fact that you're making comics about it. And
Hold on,
you're
are you new to it as well?
Oh no, I've been playing for at least a year now.
Oh, okay.
Before it was cool. No.
Yeah, I mean they're actually here. Like it's the craziest thing. I can go over to the booth and like, oh, you were Freak from the videos on the web.
Yeah, I saw you on the internet, like you guys. And so, basically, anyway, did you get pimped out by Riot? Like, did they give you all the champions and anything?
No.
Oh, great.
No. See, we won't let them, and the reason is because if we had unlimited points, right?
Yeah.
If we had unlimited points and unlimited IP and unlimited XP and like a 30 level character, I mean, I think we would lose interest.
Yeah,
It
that's
breaks
like
the
cheating.
game.
Yeah.
It's game breaking, right? And we don't want to break the game. We actually want to play the real game. And for us, that involves crawling up the levels.
Yeah, you gotta work your way up.
Doing tribunals.
Shoveling money into it.
Yeah. So, okay, this is perfect. So I have actually personally asked you for the last 3 years to please just do one of those MIT like talk comic combos down in like Tacoma at my university or over at UW, just somewhere. And I have a bribe for you. See, I don't think you guys really knew about League. A couple years back, there was a sweet limited edition Twisted Fate skin that you guys just gave out.
Yeah. It was before we really knew about it.
I have one, unclaimed. It's worth a couple hundred on eBay. I will give it to you if you just please come to my school, respond to my emails. I'm asking you to just do your job in a new and exotic location in front of nerds. They will buy your shirts.
Is not exotic.
No, it's not.
And it smells bad.
It smells terrible.
The Tacoma aroma.
Do you have a card? Do you have a card? Listen, do you have a card or something? Is there some way for me to commemorate this request?
Oh God.
You fucked up.
You were so close, and you lost it.
It's gone. Well, that's just fine. I'll try.
Ship the request through Jamie at Child's Play or at the PAX contact.
Okay.
We'll make sure.
Okay, but thank you again so much for PAX.
You're very welcome. Our pleasure.
Hi.
Cookie Brigade.
So everyone, I'm just making an official announcement. The Cookie Brigadiers are going to be going around and we are collecting donations for Child's Play.
Cookie Brigade!
Yay! I also left you guys some cookies in the back room. I'll be back for those.
Understood.
Thank you.
Wink, wink.
Support the Cookie Brigade.
Love you.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. All right, so first off, Lookouts is fucking amazing. I just want to say that.
Thank
I love
you.
Lookouts. That's like my favorite thing. But,
You're about to get a lot more Lookouts.
Yeah, I fucking love Lookouts. Every time you put up more, it's great. But my question is that my friends and I, when we play in D&D, we usually have very typical like characters we like to play. We have our archetype, like I'm the barbarian, you know, someone's a wizard, all that sort of thing. You guys, I sort of picked out like you like to play support. I don't really know about you. I remember your personalities is kind of like amorphous, but what is the character that you identify with most if, say, you were thrust into a fantasy world and forced with a choice?
Oh, man.
I always go wizard or mage or... I mean, anytime I start an MMO or a new RPG or anything, I always select a mage spellcasting class. I like to hang back and deal damage and then run away when shit goes south.
As an atheist, obviously, I like the novelty of the priest. It's pretty great.
It's kind of just
It
funny
seems like
to
that
you.
would be really cool to believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For my part, the ultimate like medieval archetype. Are you familiar with Codfile?
I'm not, but continue.
Let me tell you more.
Yeah.
Brother Codfile is like a monk who solves crimes.
In what kind of a world, like?
In seriously, like it's set in the Middle Ages. I mean, go find this shit, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
It rule.
Also, I have a request. And as someone who'd like to call themselves an artist one point in time, I looked up to Mike and all the stuff that he's done, and I just like what he does. He's one of the inspirations for what I do.
You like how I eat chocolate?
It's fucking amazing, dude. Anyways, I have a request where if I could touch but one of your fingers.
What?
With my hand. My drawing hand with your drawing hand, so that I might siphon some of your power.
I got chocolate all over it now.
You're gonna lose.
No,
this is gonna be like some Gollum shit. He's gonna jump up here and he's gonna chew your finger off.
I will have it from my own. But yeah, will you take me up on this?
We can touch parts, I guess.
Okay.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
I have the power!
Immediately after my question last year, Levin made his proposal to Erica.
Oh, very tasteful. Well, they're already married now, so
Yeah. I wanted to pass along my congratulations to them, and I wanted to thank you guys and Penny Arcade as a whole, everybody who works for Penny Arcade, for embracing this and creating this sense of community that brings us all together. Which sounds horribly corny, but it's really important to all of us.
Thank you.
And to make up for the corniness, I have a gift for Mike.
Is that a pipe cleaner penis? That's incredible. Yeah, I'll take
Can
that.
I bring this up here?
Yeah, bring it up.
I mean, he has actually modeled the vas deferens.
This is good work. That is a quality dong right there. This part up here, that's a stroke of genius. That's an inspiration.
Let's move on quickly.
All right. I wanted to ask you guys how you feel about artistic integrity in the eye of criticism, mostly because I want a Dick Wolf's t-shirt.
I'm sorry, say that. I didn't hear the full question.
Really go just onto it.
How do you maintain artistic integrity in the eye of criticism?
Oh, we don't care about criticism.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
long time ago, you mentioned you had a dream about Sword of the Stars, and
did.
you emailed the writer.
I did.
And they said they're going to mix it into the actual mythology. Was it ever released, or?
No, I mean, there's another Sword of the Stars game coming out, and it might be that they worked that in there, but that was actually a really weird thing. Like, I actually agreed to help them write that game, and I just stopped writing. I just stopped responding to their mails. Like, I got so freaked out by the prospect of writing a game, and now it's like, write a game, whatever. But at that time, I was like, no, I don't think I can actually do this. And they just kept writing me kind mails. They're from Canada. And I completely just cut them out. But I mean, I was actually going to help them write that stuff. I still think about that story. I think that I'd be overjoyed if they worked it in.
Could you give us like a hint about it? Any ideas?
Oh, it's about a
swords, stars.
Swords in stars.
No, it's about a Valkyrie ship captain who has a series of sort of
Like human
metaphysical
Tarka?
experiences with a space dolphin. I got you.
You got me. That was funny.
They're really in the game, though.
Hey guys, first time PAXer.
Thank you.
All we hear from Phoenix. Anybody else from Phoenix? Nice. I
That's
seriously
right
thought
there.
I was going to be like the only one, which is really impossible if you think about it. I kind of feel stupid now.
How can we help?
You can answer one question, or two actually. Gabe, what's it like knowing that Tycho had all the playable cards in the UFS card game?
Yeah, I heard about that. I guess he won some championships. You know, it's nice to throw him a bone every once in a while. Doesn't bother me too much.
And speaking of which, I know you guys have got that Paint the Line card game coming out soon, and I know the UFS is basically dead around the States. There's still some cards coming out. Would you guys actually be willing to maybe go back to like the new company that's working with that game and maybe release an expansion? I mean, I heard that there was going to be another one, but
If they came to us, yeah. I mean, for us, it's mostly about whether or not a game is interesting or fun. Like, if they come to us and show us a demo that's really great, I don't see any reason why we couldn't work with somebody.
All right, cool.
It's fine.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Hey, so I've been working at a summer camp all summer, and I've got a couple questions for you guys that the kids really enjoy answering. And since you guys are basically children, I figured you'd get a kick. In the best way, of course.
No, there's worse things to be.
So this is how I want to do it. I'm going to ask the first question. You guys can choose which of you answers, and then the second, the other one has to answer the other question without knowing what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, we get the structure.
Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite dessert of all time?
Brownies.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Right on.
I bet my question will also be easy.
Your question.
Given the current geopolitical climate in the world.
This one's actually a hypothetical. If you could pee any liquid without anatomical difficulty, what liquid would it be?
The wrong question.
It has to be a real liquid. It has to be very specific. No categories.
A1.
Yeah.
Just bam. A1. Where your steak at? Bam. Don't care. Baked potato? Bam. It's good on everything.
You like it? You like it that much?
I like it a lot, yeah.
All right.
I want to pee it, if that's what you mean.
All right, thanks.
Oh god, this is weird. Okay, so
Is your question about pee?
No. I have two questions. First one, like, can we expect a season 3 for Penny Arcade TV, and if so, when?
Yeah.
I think they're filming you for it right now, actually.
In fact, Van, that would be an awesome thing to put before the credits.
I'm gonna be famous. Anyway, second question. This is actually more from Mike. I've been watching the D&D podcast for a while. They're really funny. I always laugh my ass off. What was your inspiration for Jim Dark Magic?
I didn't know how to play D&D. And so, like I said before, I always pick a mage. So I picked a mage. And then I didn't understand how to play it. I mean, I didn't know if I was supposed to talk about my character doing something, right? So I would say, well, Jim wants to look in this door. But they all assumed that Jim was an asshole who was saying, Jim wants to look in this door. And so I just kind of took that and I was like, yeah, I'll be that guy. You know, I will be Jim Dark Magic. My inspiration comes from not knowing the game.
All right, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, my husband and I are here from Phoenix. And it's our first time at PAX, and I just wanted to say thanks for having this because I think it makes a lot of people feel at home to be around similar folks.
Thank you.
Also, we're here because a year ago I got my husband tickets for his birthday. And I was wondering, because everyone's so good at singing the happy birthday song as one big crowd, if we could all sing
Crank
happy
that
birthday.
shit up.
Yeah, to Tim, way up there in the back.
What's his name?
Tim.
Tim.
That's vital. That's a part of the song, actually. We need to know that.
Really important.
We can do that.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tim. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
Hey. All right. Ages ago, you drew, Mike, a comic of a takeoff of a Calvin Klein ad in which there was a Pac-Man tattoo.
Oh, yeah. We're
Gabe's
tattoo
arm.
brothers.
Was that just a throwaway idea? Did you guys talk about that? Is there a story?
No, it's just something I put on there. In fact, I designed that tattoo for Gabe in the comic long before I ever had it. And it just got to the point, every convention we would go to, people would say, oh, do you actually have the Pac-Man tattoo? And I'd say no, and I felt like a jackass.
When did you
eventually I
get
had
yours
to get
done?
it. Oh, years and years ago.
So then you underwent a painful procedure.
Well, it wasn't my first tattoo, but yeah, I did it.
All right.
So it's a cool tattoo. It looks good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey guys, what's up? I apologize. I have another league question for you guys. So I've been studying for the bar exam this summer, and nothing after 8 hours of studying. There's nothing like spending about 30 minutes laning and then making one final push toward the Nexus. So it's been cool to read about how you guys have gotten into the game because it's kind of paralleled my relationship with it this summer. So with Riot on hand here at PAX, I thought I'd get you guys on the record. Gun to your head, who's your main?
Wukong.
That's the monkey person.
Yeah, well, it started off as Nocturne, and then when Wukong came out, I switched over.
Yeah. And I like Leona, the Radiant Dawn, who's like a Valkyrie paladin.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Is your appearance your question?
That was never a question.
Wow.
So, my name's Gabe. I'm a Pokemon trainer, to answer that question, though. Mike, Jerry, what are your positions on U.S. foreign policy? I'm just fucking with you. My real question is, how do you guys handle being so goddamn sexy?
Do we look different from down there?
Nanopheromones.
Okay, all right, I got it. Thanks.
No problem.
I believe in the game of geographical one-upmanship, South Africa is further than Australia.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I was just wondering, how screwed do you guys think you'd be without Robert Koo?
Very. I mean, I think we would still be doing Penny Arcade, but there would be no PAX. I mean, we would just be doing it as a hobby. We'd still have full-time jobs. It was really Robert coming on board and sort of helping us realize the potential of what we had, and then being able to execute on that.
Yeah, and also helping us to realize that how much time we were wasting.
Yeah.
You know, like just realizing that we were actually a lot better than we were, and that we were actually fucking around a lot. And it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but he activated something inside of us at the end of a barb. And he is in many ways responsible for everything you see here.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Robert is, well, and everybody at Penny Arcade, I mean, we have consistently hired people who are way smarter than us, so that all we have to do is come up with goofy comics and crazy ideas. You know, so we can say something like, we should have our own convention, and then it just happens, you know, like.
Well played. Cool. No. Thanks, and have a great weekend.
No,
Thank you.
No, you have a great weekend as well. Indeed, everyone should have a great weekend at PAX 2011.
Have a good show, guys.